Oh, great, great. So question number 4C, Jaram Limited, a UK-based firm, bought goods on credit for 365,000 United States dollars from a firm in the USA. Payable in how many months' time? 6 months' time from today. The company is considering various choices in order to hedge the transaction exposure and has collected the following data. So I can see the exchange rate spot, 6 months forward rate. I can see the annual market rates, very, very good. The following currency options, cents per sterling pound. For a contract size of pounds 15,000 are as follows. So determine the amount payable using forward market cover. That one I'm 100% sure that my students will be able to get this one here, all of them. Forward market cover. Nobody will want Mwalimu to do Roman 1 and Roman 2 here. All the students would want Mwalimu to do Roman 3, currency options. All the students would want Mwalimu to do Roman 3. Is that right? Correct. Correct. Is that right? Is that the case? Or are there students in this case who would want Mwalimu to do part 1 and 2? Are there students who would want Mwalimu to do part 1 and part 2? Ala, Mary, Ebi. And there are so many of them. Tufanya yote. All right then. All right. Okay. All right. So then we start with number 1. Number 1 is the forward market cover. So number 1 is the forward market cover or a forward contract, or a forward contract, or a forward contract, or a forward contract. So this is very, very easy. We need to know the amount. We need to know the amount involved. Amount involved, what do we have here for the amount involved? We know that Jaram Limited has bought goods on credit worth 365,000 US dollars. All right. So is this amount a payable amount or receivable amount? Is it payable or receivable? Is it payable or receivable? Yeah, it's payable. It's payable because we have imported goods. We have bought goods. So when we buy goods, we'll be expected to pay for them. All right? We'll be expected to pay for them. So this is a payable amount. Payable amount. So even without being asked a lot, when we hear that this amount is a payable amount, can you kindly tell, or rather, what will be the role of the bank? Yeah, you can see students already have gotten used to this. So if it's payable, bank sells. Whenever it's payable, the bank does what here? The bank sells. Always. If it's receivable, the bank buys. So that's number 1. And then number 2, give me 6 months. Give me 6 months. Give me 6 months forward exchange rate. Forward exchange rate. So 6 months forward exchange rate, what do we have? 6 months. Yeah, we shake our hand towards the home currency. Of course, you are a very, very good person. You must have understood this. So 6 months forward rate has been provided. It is 1.35, 1.35, 1.5 to 1.36, 55, 1.3655 US dollar to the pound, So between these two rates, I've always seen students, for some reason, they tell me that Mwalimu, none of the two rates should be picked. None of the two rates should be picked. But in this case here, we should take the average of the two. Like we get a midpoint. That's a lie. That's a lie. Whenever we're given this kind of a range of numbers, 2 numbers like that, one will be the buying rate, the other one will be the selling rate. So can somebody in this case here help Mwalimu identify the buying rate? Is it number 1 or number 2? Which rate is the buying rate? Which rate is the buying rate? Is it 1 or 2? Is it 1 or 2? Buying rate, the buying rate. Remember, for you to be able to know the buying rate, you must then be able to know your home currency. This company is based in the UK. This company is based in the UK. That's what we are told, 𝐺𝐻𝑒𝑚 Limited. We are told 𝐺𝐻𝑒𝑚 Limited. 𝐺𝐻𝑒𝑚 Limited is based in the UK. And if it's based in the UK, then we know that in the UK, they make use of what? The sterling pound. The sterling pound, not the US dollar. So the pound is on the right side. And if the pound is on the right side, then this right number becomes buy. And this one here becomes what here? Becomes sell. And at this stage, we shall desist from making those arguments that you can't buy high and sell low. We shall not go that route. That is something we have explained severally. For now, we shall be using the concept of shaking the hand. For now, we shall be using the concept of shaking the hand, yes. Of shaking the hand, yes. So in this case here, we are shaking the hand. We know we are shaking this hand towards our home currency. Unachapa home currency yenu. Home currency yenu ni ya pili, you buy here. Ingekuwa home currency ya kwanza, then you can buy hapa. We can buy. So here we are buying like that. Yeah. And you've told me that payable, the bank sells. And therefore the selling rate we shall be using is this one here. This is the selling rate. So in this case, it's payable. And therefore the bank will sell at this rate, which is $1.3515 per pound. Like that. And then go ahead and exchange. Go ahead and exchange. So when you're exchanging, it's either you divide or you multiply. So it is either you multiply these two numbers or you divide. What do you think will be the very best thing to be done? Should I multiply or should I divide? Should I multiply or should I divide? I will divide, Munira. Thank you so much. I will divide. Why? Because this amount is in US dollars. And this amount is in US, these are US dollars. There's no way you will multiply US dollar and US dollar. It can't make sense. So in this case here, I shall divide $365,000. I divide by $1.3515 per pound, so that dollar and dollar will cancel out, leaving me with a figure that is pounds, that is in pounds. So in this case here, then how much are we talking about here? 270.07 pounds, like that. 270.07 070 or 07, I don't know. 270. Great, thank you so much. So is it 270.070? Is it 270.070? 270.070? Yes, thank you very much. And if you hate this method, so long as you've understood the rate, you can come and do this in your mother tongue. You can do it in your mother tongue. $3,515 equals 1 pound. How about, in this case here, $365,000? How about $365,000? So it will be this times this divided by this. It will be 365,000 times 1 divided by 1.3515, like that. All right. So kusema ukweli kabisa, if they give us this kind of a question, as Okoth is telling us there that we shall be able to kill it very early in the morning on Tuesday. If they give us forward market, that we shall be able to finish it on Tuesday, very early in the morning. Very early in the morning. So I believe that is very, very good. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we should be able to go straight away to money markets. So you write there, Roman 2, money markets. Money market. So before I continue, by any chance, could we be having anybody who has who has already gotten an answer for this? Could we be having anybody who has already gotten an answer for this? Final answer. For lead, yes, it's a mother tongue because it's a long procedure. It's a long procedure. So Brian Kosewe is saying, Mwalimu, you need to give me a present because I've gotten the final answer for money market. For Brian needs, in this case here, Mwalimu to give him a present. Brian is giving me an answer of 836 pounds. That's according to Brian. Final answer. 273,836. Somebody is saying no. 273,837. That's okay. That's okay. Sam Gatunda is saying 272. So let's see whether it is Sam or Brian. 272. Let's see whether it is Sam or Brian who is going to take this great animal home. Yeah, my present today. Today is my birthday, by the way. So today, somebody should be able to get a very, very good present from Mwalimu. Very, very good present from Mwalimu. For some reason, we need to work very hard. We need to work very, very hard. So you can see for some reason here, yeah, for some reason here, now it'll work very, very hard. I think it's nice to be kind of like a celebrity somehow. Because like now since morning, students have sent so many presents, I mean, and they are only sending 100 bob, 100 bob. Yeah, now it is at 48,000. 48,000, you can imagine. And it's 100, 100, 100. International great disaster. All right, so then we continue here. So for money market, so money market, in this case here, what do we have money market? So we have the amount. So the amount, in this case here, the amount is how much? The amount is how much? 365,000. Payable. Payable. Therefore, the rule. Remember, money markets, we have rules. So the rule will be the payable rule. Foreign payment, you borrow local. Foreign payment, you borrow local. So remember here we have got two currencies. We have the US dollar and the British pound. British pound. Which one is a local currency? Which one is a local currency? Which one is a local currency? Yeah, we are in UK. So in this case here, basically we are in UK, our local currency is the British pound. So foreign payment, borrow local. So we are borrowing British pound. British pound, the pound. That's what we are borrowing. Like that. So remember the rule, there are two rules. There is a rule for payments and a rule for receivables. So this is a payable. So we are using this very, very good rule, foreign payment, borrow local. And we know that here, the bank will do what here? The bank sells, just to make the rule complete. The bank sells. The bank sells. Bank sells. Oh, for memory, I cleared my CPA in 2016. Great. This must be a great ninja. This must be a great ninja. Ajaweka jina lake hapo ningejua. This must be a great ninja. Now it must be huge in the industry. Right. Then very fast, please go ahead and draw our table. Draw our table. So go ahead and draw our table. And our table, remember, our table should be just a simple table. Simple table. So right on top here, borrow local. Borrow local. And the local currency is the pound. Then you come and invest the other currency. Invest US dollar. Invest US dollar. So if I'm borrowing the pound, is there somebody who is able to give me the borrowing rate of the pound? Go to this question. Is there anybody who is able to give me the borrowing rate of the pound? Yeah, you can see the annual money market rates are given. So you can see borrowing rate of the sterling pound is 14%. Okay, yeah, great, 14%. So 14%, this will be 0.14 times 6/12. Do you remember the duration is 6 months? Do you still remember that the duration is 6 months? We should not be using 3/12 all the time. The examiner can make this anything. Plus 1 equals. Plus 1 equals. $1.07. Usiround off sana hapa, usiround off sana. Hapa ikiwezekana unaandika yote. So borrowing is 14%. It has to be time prorated plus 1. Plus 1. Where are we getting this one from? It's for compounding purposes. Remember, our amount should be principal into 1 plus R, if you remember, 1 plus. So this is for compounding purposes. How about investing the US dollar? Are you able to see the investing rate of the US dollar? Investing rate of the US dollar. Investing is the same as deposit. It is the same as deposit. It is the same as lending. Lending. They can use any of those words interchangeably. So in this case here, for the US dollar deposit rate, you can see it is 9%. So 0.09 times 6/12 plus 1. So is there somebody who has an answer here? Is there somebody who has an answer here? 1.045. 1.045. Now from there, come and convert. Convert at spot. And then don't forget, the bank is selling in this question. Bank sells. Don't forget. In this question, the bank is selling. And remember, in money markets, we always convert at spot. We always convert at spot. You can see the spot rate given there, 1.3648 to 1.3722. Yeah. Dollars per pound. Dollars. So here we always use the spot. We always use the spot. So my pound is on the right. My pound is on the right. My home currency is on the right. And if it's on the right, then the right number becomes buy. This one here becomes sell. And you've told me that the bank is selling. So I'll be using here 1.3648, like that. Dollars per pound. Dollars per pound. So up to here, ladies and gentlemen, are we together really? Up to here, are we together somehow? Up to here, are we together somehow? Great. Thank you so much. So it is after we've done these nice things that we shall be able to capture the money in the question. Remember the money, please don't confuse here. The money in the question, students, the money in the question is 365,000. 365,000 US dollars. So this has to be on the leg of US dollars. It cannot be here. So many guys think that all the amounts must be on the left side. No, it can't be there. So it is 365,000 US dollars on the right side. On the right side. So from there, what do? Now it's about moving this money all the way up to here. So it is 365,000 divided by. Remember, up you divide. Up, divide. Up, divide. Down, multiply. Down, multiply. So whenever you're moving up, so you take this, you divide by this 1.045. Give me a number I write there. Up, divide. So it is 273,835. 273,835 pounds. Somebody is telling me pounds, like that. So up we are dividing. My friend, now then you're confusing me. Can somebody in this case give me the right answer here? 365,000 divided by 1.045. Somebody give me the right answer here. Somebody give me the right answer here. 349,282. 349,282. 349. Minor V, remember here we do not. Minor V, remember here we don't put decimals. Remember that. We don't put decimals. 349,282 pounds. No, not pounds. These are dollars. We are still on the dollar leg. These are dollars. Now from here to here, we are going to either divide or multiply because we have a conversion rate. We have this conversion rate. So what I'll do to know whether I'm going to divide or multiply, I'll simply look at the similarity. If these are dollars and these are dollars and I try to multiply them, then I will get dollar squared. I don't want dollar squared. I would want in this case here to be left with pounds alone. So I would want those dollars and dollars to be squeezed out. So we divide. So when you take this divided by this, what are we getting somebody? This divided by this, what are we getting somebody there? 255,922. So 255,922 pounds, like that. Thank you so much. Now from there, we are moving down. So when you're moving down, remember, multiply, always down, multiply. So come and take this times this factor, 1.07. So what do we have somebody here? What do we have somebody here? 273, 837 or 36 pounds. So there is that ninja who got 36 earlier on. Let's in this case here appreciate that ninja by giving that ninja some 400 bob, 400 bob in the morning. Let's appreciate that ninja. Who was that ninja? Can you kindly give me your number? The one who got, 36 and 37, there is no much difference. There's that ninja who was number one. Without wasting our time, you ninja, give us your number. Yeah, it was Brian, yes. It was Brian. And I've seen Brian struggle with this thing. I'm so happy that he was able to get it right. Yeah. Brian had a problem with borrowing rates, depositing rates. Now I'm happy to see that out of 130 something students, is the one who is getting a present. Is the one who is getting a present. Is the one who is getting a present. 400, because it's a boy child. No, boy children, they have a lot of problems nowadays. Let me add 30 bob ya kutoa. Let me add 30 bob ya kutoa. Initially, I used to favor girls a lot, but nowadays I've known these boys are not any better either. They're not any better. Mashughuli inakuwa mingi sana. Nishatuma zawadi, so msinipatie jina lingine. Nishatuma zawadi. Oh, slow but sure. Sikupata yangu ya Saturday. Which one was that? Samuel, he got a present. Was supposed to get a present on Saturday. I can't remember very well, but Samuel, are you able to text me the number very fast? We pay debts. We need to pay debts. We need to pay debts. It's always good to pay debts. If it is true, and I've seen somebody up there saying, it's like Mwalimu or Samuel. So let's pay debts here. Let's pay debts here. Now from there, we go to the options. So we go to the options. Received here. We go to the options. So now here we are at the options. We are at the options. All right, Samuel, I've seen that. Now we are in number 3, currency options. So now we are in number 3, currency options. Pen note, very good. Currency options. Currency options. Currency options. So currency options, I'll take you slowly here. So we are told there, the following currency option prices cents per sterling pound for a contract size of 15,000 are as follows. So is there somebody who is able to see the exercise price? The moment I see an exercise price, I'm happy. Is there somebody who is able to see the exercise price or the strike price? Or the strike price? Are you able to see the strike price or exercise price? Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. So the exercise price is $1.4. $1.40 per pound. It's an exchange rate, remember. It's an exchange rate, remember. Yeah, and whenever in an exam, I see an examiner writing like this, $1.4 per pound, I would rather come and just change this. $1.4 per what here? Per pound, like that. $1.4 per pound. Better way of expressing this. Thank you so much. Now, from there, if it's an option, I need, remember there are call options, there are put options. So we need to ask ourselves here, should we buy? Should we buy call or put options? Should we buy call or put options? So now here, I would want to give a special present to that student who will be able to give us the correct answer with a justification, with an explanation. Give us the correct answer with an explanation, with an explanation, with an explanation. Give us the correct answer with an explanation. Somebody who gives us the correct answer with an explanation gets a reward. So somebody who is able to give us an answer with an explanation gets, in this case here, a reward, a small one for that matter. So Samuel, I've been able to send you your present. Yeah, like Mundre is saying, sell, put option, the contract size is in pounds. Put option because the contract size is pound denominated, Lillian. Ladies are doing very well. Ladies are doing very well. Put option, since Jaram is selling pounds to get dollars. Jaram is selling pounds to get dollars. Selling pounds to get dollars. I mean, I even don't know who I will give this present, because the correct answers are so many. The correct answers are so many. I don't know who to give this present, really. Yeah, put option seems great. So remember, Jaram, let me explain this slowly here. Let me explain this slowly here. So Jaram is based in the UK. And needs $365,000 to pay. Yeah. And needs to pay for goods imported here. Pay for goods imported. To pay for goods imported. So remember, Jaram is not in the US. Jaram is in the UK, right? And he has imported goods, so he needs some foreign currency. So Jaram needs foreign currency. Jaram needs foreign currency. Needs foreign currency. Needs foreign currency. Jaram needs foreign currency. So if I then present this on a tree, so Jaram has to buy the foreign currency, buy foreign currency, buy foreign dollars, foreign currency, these are the dollars. But as he buys this foreign currency, he has to give away. He has to give out pounds. He has to give out pounds. So it's an exchange, remember. He's buying the dollar and he's giving out the pounds. So when he gives out the pounds, these are akin to selling. He's selling the pounds. He's selling the pounds. He's selling his currency. For options, you must look at it that way. So he's selling these pounds here. All right. So remember, a put option is a selling option. So whenever you hear of selling, this will be put option. Put option. This will be what here? A call option. Put option, call option. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, you have to write up to here. This is very, very special for you. Very, very special for you. Very, very special. You must write up to here. So Jaram is based in the UK and needs $365,000 to pay for goods imported. Jaram needs foreign currency. So he has to buy this foreign currency, the dollars. And if it's buying them, this will be a call option. And as he buys this foreign currency, he's giving away his home currency. It's like he's selling the pounds. What you're supposed to remember, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have got two types of what here? Options. We have two types of options. We have what we call call options. Call options. And then we have what we call put what here? Put options. There are two types of options. So if you remember very well, this gives you the right, it gives you the right, but not an obligation. But not an obligation to buy. Blah, 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 blah. It gives you the right, but not an obligation to buy. This gives you the right. The put, you're putting like this. It gives you the right, but not an obligation. But not an obligation, but not an obligation to do what you to Sell, because put you're selling. That's why we say there buy is call, sell is put. Very, very important here. Then how do you get to know whether you're going to buy a call option or a put option? You look at the contract size. You look at the contract size. You look at the contract size. So as this examiner given a CS, 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 oh yes, contract size, CS is given down there. It is pound 15,000. It's pound denominated. It is pound denominated. So this is pound denominated. This is pound denominated. And because you can see the pounds, where are the pounds here? The pounds are the ones you're selling. So basically, because they are pound denominated, therefore, buy a pound denominated, buy a pound denominated put option. You get a mark by saying that. Buy a pound denominated put option. Yeah, somebody should be able to help Nina. Buy a pound denominated put option. So I would want you guys to do me a favor. From the very great answers that were given up there, I don't want to go back to them. Without voting for yourself, which answer do you think is the very best answer that deserves a present? I mean, I'd ask people to tell me whether it's a put or a call option with a justification. And we are saying that finally, the answer is that we should be able to buy a put option. Why? Because the contract size is pound denominated. Because, see, if it was dollar, I would have bought a call option. But since the contract size is pound denominated, then we buy what here, where pounds are, we are buying a put option. So is there somebody who was able to give us the right answer without going through all this too much for nothing? Somebody in this case, ladies and gentlemen, that you would want to vote for, that should be able to get my little present here. Sam is voting for Lillian. I'm waiting for another vote. Munira has gotten a vote there. Lillian has gotten a vote. So somebody, look at those answers back there. Look at those answers back there. Look at those answers back there. Lillian wins. So Lillian, please, Lillian, give me your number pretty fast. Lillian, give me your number pretty fast. We get to share this birthday gift that has been given to me by my great students. Before I repeat. So Lillian, oh, you are thanking them for voting for you. All right. All right. And then today I'll be able to give a student who has never gotten a present from Mwalimu. Since we came to RCM, you have never gotten a present from me, but you know that you're hardworking. But Mwalimu, out of whichever ways, Mwalimu has never gotten his eyes on your name. Mwalimu has never gotten, later on, not now, at the end of the class. At the end of the class, I'll be able to ask the other students here to tell me, I mean, which student is the most aggressive? The most aggressive student that Mwalimu has never been able to reward should be able to get a reward today. All right. All right. We shall see Becky. We shall see Becky. We shall see whether people vote for you. Now, then I repeat, this is very, very easy. You see, Jaram is based in the UK. And Jaram based in the UK, he wants dollars, wants dollars here to pay. And then, of course, because he wants dollars, he has to give his home currency, has to give what here? He has to give the UK pounds. So wanting dollars means he has to buy dollars. Give UK pounds means what? He has to sell pounds. So if it's buying dollars in terms of options, this means what here? Call option. Was call, buy. So call option. call, buy. And then this one here automatically will be what here? Put. So for you to know whether this guy is going to buy call options or put options, you look at the contract size. The contract size is pound denominated 15,000. So because this rhymes with this, we are saying that this person should buy a put option. So buy a put option. Buy a put option. All right. Thank you very much. So now we are done. So let's go ahead and make payments. Let's go ahead and make payments. So in this case here, pay 365,000 US dollars at the exercise rate given. Exercise rate given. And you guys told me that the exercise rate is $1.40 per pound. Do you remember this? Do you remember the exercise rate? Do you remember the exercise rate? The exercise rate. Yeah, so please go ahead and pay this amount now. So these are US dollars, these are dollars. So exchange 365,000 divided by 1.4. The party answer. $260,714. $260,714 pounds. Now, remember, because of the right but not an obligation concept, you must, in this case here, pay a premium. Pay a premium. You must pay a premium. Pay a premium. So come and give me the total premium. Give me the total premium. So how do we get this total premium? We take number of contracts. Right there, number of contracts. You take number of contracts times contract size times premium. Times premium. So write in full, NOC, this stands for number of contracts. Number of contracts. Do you know how many contracts we have in this question? Do you know how many contracts we have in this question? Do we know how many contracts we have in it's very easy to get contracts. You take, in this case here, this amount to be paid, 260,714 pounds. You divide this by the contract size. Contract size is 15,000 pounds. 15,000 pounds. Yeah, so you have to round off always, isn't it? You must round off always. 17 contracts. It must be a whole number. This must always be a whole number. So number of contracts, you take this amount to be paid in your home currency. Home currency, you divide this by the contract size. So this gives us 17. This gives us 17 contracts. 17 contracts. Is that okay? All right. Is that okay? Is that okay? Pata potea. Are they following? Are they following? Woi, wameamua kunyamaza. Wameamua kugoma. All right. All right. Thank you so much. So then I want to get total premium. I repeat again. To get total premium, I'm taking number of contracts times contract size times premium. So number of contracts are 17. Contract size, it's 15,000 pounds. Is there somebody who is able to see the premium to be paid? Anybody who is able to see the premium to be paid here? From the table, there is a table of premiums. There's a table, the foreign currency option prices, cents per sterling pound for a contract size of 15,000 are as follows. Yeah. Like here, they were not very expressed, but a good student, when you see those cents per sterling, you know straight away that these are what here? These are premiums here. Olive Kinuthi, a good question. Premium will be given to you. It's only in ACCA where they need us to calculate premium. In CPA, premium will be given to you. Will be given to you. So the question is, should we use the 6-month call option or should we use the 6-month put option? We decided that we're going to make use of what here? Put options. Put options. So 9.5. The only thing I'm so sure you guys will forget is 9.5 divided by 100 because these are cents. Mangotore, 10. 10 of them, so 100%. These are cents. Never forget that those are cents. These are cents. 0.095. Thank you very much. Yeah, 24, 24, 24, 225. What are they? Are they pounds or dollars? What are they? Pounds or dollars? Dollars, yes. Dollars, Samuel. These are dollars. Do you know why? It's because you don't know this one here before you divided by 100. This was cents per pound. When I divided by 100, I got this as dollars per pound. So this pound and this pound will cancel out. And this is what I told you. If the contract size is in the pounds, then automatically the pounds will I'll get the other currency. I don't even have to remember this. How I look at it. If the contract size is in the pounds, the final answer will be in terms of the other currency. The other currency is the dollar. The currency is the dollar. So this is a benefit which you're supposed to pay today. So pay today, pay today, pay today using spot exchange rate. Using spot exchange rate. Pay today using spot exchange rate. Pay today using spot exchange rate. Are you guys able to see spot exchange rate? Because you know, this is an upfront payment. This is an upfront payment. Are you able to see? Are you able to see? Are you able to see the spot exchange rate? 1.3648 to 1.3722 dollars per pound, like that, dollars per pound. This is a spot, remember, this is a spot. Why are we exchanging this? Because we want this to come back to home currency. We'd want this to come back to home currency, right? So where is my pound? My pound is on the right side. Therefore, the right number becomes buy. This becomes buy. This becomes what here? Sell. Because the pound is on the right. So the right number becomes buy. So this amount, will I exchange it using the selling rate or the buying rate? Will I exchange this amount using the selling rate or the buying rate? Buying rate. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Is it buying rate or selling rate? Ladies and gentlemen, remember, it is paid by you. This is a payable. This is a payable. And if it's a payable, what is the role of the bank? If it's a payable, the role of the bank will be to sell. Bank sells. Bank sells. So in this case here, bank sells. So bank sells. So bank sells at what rate? 1.3648, like that. Dollars per pound. So go ahead and exchange. Sorry for asking you too many questions today. So exchanging, should I divide or multiply this amount with this? Should I multiply or divide? Divide, because these are dollars and these are dollars. We can't multiply them. If you multiply them, you will end up getting dollars squared. So it will be 24,225 divided by 1.3648, which will end up giving me how many pounds? Because dollar and dollar, so dollar will cancel, giving me pounds. 750. 750 pounds. And therefore, total payment will be the payment for the goods. Payment for the goods, 260, 714 pounds, plus the payment for the premium, 17, 750. Which will end up giving us what figure, somebody here? 278, 278, 278, 278, 464, 464 pounds, like that. 278, 464 pounds. Then you do a summary for us. Go ahead and do a summary. Let me ask you a question. What if this amount was receivable? What if you are the ones who had exported goods, or sold goods, and this amount was to be receivable? What would have you done to get this? We would have spoken about net receivable. Okay, I know what. No. As regards the premium, if this was a receivable, whatever amount I would have gotten there, then I would have subtracted what the premium pay. I would have subtracted the premium payment, so that I get the net receivable. But you see, in this case here, I'm paying both of them. I'm paying for this, right? And I'm paying for the premium. I'm paying for the premium. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something that should always encourage you. Whenever we are marking these questions on international finance, the questions are normally done miserably. If you're a good student who keeps on just writing something, however, there are those questions I know. If they come and you try to write something, it doesn't matter what you write. So long as you try writing something, you'll end up getting so many marks without knowing even what you do. Especially if you've got some small exposure. Like now where we were saying, like, for example, you're going to buy put options, you have that small exposure. And then you keep on, you'll always get all the marks. So ensure that when you get this kind of a question, this is where you shall begin from in your exams, and ensure that you are writing. So long as you've got some small exposure, money markets, I'm drawing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this for forward, you will end up getting all the marks, because this is an area that is normally performed miserably, and those who do it end up getting marks almost what year for free. I mean, I can tell you for sure, over the 23 years that I've taught this paper, so many groups here, these questions are not done by many people. Out of, for example, say 10,000 guys who sit for AFM, perhaps guys who write something here, they'll be like 1,000. So please be among those 1,000 students who will be able to write something on this international finance, and then you end up getting all the marks. The problem when students in this case here get this kind of questions in an exam, as I always keep on telling you, they always start sweating from the wrong places. That is the worst bit of it. I mean, why should I sweat? Because when I know it doesn't matter how the question will be, there'll be a section where they talk of forward contract. Then I should be able to answer that. But the market, I should be able to draw a table. So even if I don't get nothing in terms of these currency options, then I still have, very good number of marks. Yeah. All right. So then, ladies and gentlemen, don't think too much winning. Don't think too much in an exam. Don't think too much in an exam. Yeah, it's just something small. Forward contract to put there. Like now, if I were you, I would just look for one more question on these forward contracts, money markets, currency options. Then I'll be able to do that question, in this case here, myself, from the beginning to the end. And then I just watch a video that Mwalimu has done, that I've done. So you get a solution, then you compare. If you get your answers matching like 70%, now don't revise that area again. Leave that area. Revise other areas, because you are a very good student. Elsie wants Mwalimu to talk about the question on multilateral netting here. Yeah, multilateral netting. Yeah. So you see here, they had given us, do you remember this question on creditors and debtors? Mwalimu taught you, like, when you're given owed by. So then we have, in this case here, owed to. So assuming in this case here, we have T to P, right? T to P, right? So T to P like that. So owed by. So if you have like owed by, in this case here, we have T, we have P like that, ladies and gentlemen, and we have 10,000. How do you interpret these amounts? How do you interpret this amount of 10,000? So remember, owed by. So 10,000 is owed by T. Is owed by T. So it's a liability. You know, this is a liability. Liability. So remember, liability, basically these are what here? Creditors. You're supposed to pay them. You're supposed to pay them. So the other party, this becomes what? An asset. And in this case here, then you're supposed to, they are debtors like that. They are debtors like that. They are debtors like that. So if you get your examiner having mixed these issues up, trust you me, there is no problem. No problem. You should never try in this case you like to do what you like to switch them. No, do that question the way it is. Go ahead and make a payment matrix the way you. So we have here TP, we have here TP. So then if, for example, they have mixed up, so then you should be able to come, the first thing you get here will be called receivables. You interchange here. So the first thing you get here is called receivables, and then the other one will be called what you pay, payments like that. So the payment, you'll be able to put what here, brah? Is there somebody who is able to pick something here? Is there somebody who is able to pick something here? Somebody who is able to pick something here when this examiner changes something? When they change. But like now in that question, even if you still put payments up here, ladies and gentlemen, nobody was penalized. Nobody was penalized. So I expect, of course, the students will be able to watch these videos later and ensure that you look for a video called multilateral netting, and you will never go wrong. Look at that video first. Look at that video first. Look at that video first. Look at that video first, and then you come back to this. Because even if rules I repeat several and you have not looked at this video, you'll always never understand. So the very best, watch that video. You'll be able to see, like, when I'm doing this normal question, up here at payments, but there is a situation where the examiner reversed. So when he reverses, then you should be able to reverse this too, and you'll be good. But even if you do it just a normal way, nobody will penalize you. Nobody will penalize you. You will still be okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is great. That's great. That's great. So then this is how I direct you, my great students. You know, in terms of options, you have to be very, very careful this semester. So in terms of options, your examiner may want to test you on valuation of options. Valuation of options. So this is where we use the Black-Scholes model. Black-Scholes model. Black-Scholes model. Black-Scholes model. Is there somebody who is able to remember how do we normally get D1? Are you able to remember how do we normally get D1? Is there somebody who is able to remember? Anna, D1. D1 equals what? Yeah, something like that, yes. Drew Richard, no. Ellen, yes. Ellen PE plus something, yes. Yeah. So somebody Churchill told me, Mwalimu, this is something I cannot go to an exam without knowing. This Black-Scholes. You have so many videos there. Black-Scholes model. Don't go to anybody's exam without watching this video. Very, very important. In terms of valuation, this guy here could also come and test you on the concept of binary or binomial. Binomial. Like this question that was tested on this question got all the students on the wrong foot. The December 2021 question 1C. December 2021 question number 1C. December 2021 question number 1C. Yeah, thank you, Brian. December 2021 question number 1C. December 2021 question number 1C. Have you gotten that question? Is there somebody who has gotten that question? Is there somebody who has gotten that question? Yeah, mine, I can see you're working hard. Yeah, yeah. So we can read together. We are told XYZ Limited, the share, is currently selling at 10. The share price will increase by 5% or reduce by 5% 6 months from now. The risk-free rate of return is 6% and the strike price is 10. The option will be exercised after 6 months. Using the risk-neutral approach, determine the value of a put option at the initial node of the binomial tree. December 2021, question number 1C. December 2021, question number 1C. That is not a question that most of you will be able to do. So what I've done, because I know you guys are also at your workplaces and I would want to give you something that you can be doing, I've made a video on this binomial, which I'll be able to share in your paid groups. Does that sound like a plan? Yeah, so then I share it right now, not tomorrow, but just now. So I like putting it in the LMS. I like putting these videos in the LMS, which has really messed with those students who have been working with our videos without paying us. But this one, I'll just share it directly in your paid. Don't share it with anybody. They need to come and pay RCM some fees, please. We also want money. So AFM evening, please listen to this video keenly and give me feedback. Ensure that you give me feedback. AFM early morning. Yeah, for the students who are telling me to give them predictions, now I'm going to move very slowly in these classes that we call last mile classes. The last mile classes, we shall be moving slowly. Every day, at least, I'll be giving you some great insights. So let me just get this video. All right. Now I think everything is okay now. So then this is also how I direct. This is how I direct. So how shall we be doing these classes, ladies and gentlemen? They shall not be 2-hour classes. No. They shall not be 2-hour classes. We're only timing very few areas. Like now I've finished today's session. So tomorrow I'll be coming in at the same time. All right. And then I would want to help you in which papers here? In LM, AAA, AFR, and then we have AFM. Those 4 papers. We normally call these low-hanging fruits. We only do them for 6 days, Monday to Saturday. Low-hanging fruits classes here. Students from outside, the non-RCM students, they normally pay 1,000 per subject for these classes. 1,000 per subject for these classes. Yeah, students from outside. So if you are in the LM group, you not pay. If you're in the LM paid group, you not pay. If you're in the AAA paid group, you not pay for this. But if you are outside, for example, our AFM group, like today, I know there are ninjas here, they'll have to pay us this amount here. I'll be able to give you a timetable for the low-hanging fruits classes. So if you're interested and you're from outside there, don't hesitate paying us. This is our pay bill number. Pay bill is 6242,839. Account number is the paper you are paying for, like AFM, like that. The 1,000 is per subject, like that. Otherwise, thank you very much. Has that link come? Let me just check. Oh, my phone went off. Why? So I'll give you the timetable for those classes. It's important you attend them. 1 hour classes, etc. And all of them are during the day. I don't teach at night nowadays. I don't teach early morning. But if you pay for them and perhaps you are not able to attend the daytime sessions, then you watch the video later. All right. Yeah, now it's on. Now it should be able to come. So have you seen it now? Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video? You're overthinking. Oh, AMA. Yeah. All right. All right. Oliver is asking a very good question. Which topic shall we cover tomorrow? Watch the video. I'll be able to tell you what shall be covering in the group. Thank you so much and bye. Thank you. Watch the binomial videos. Thank you. Oh, and those who are sending mwalimu gift, you should be able to treat your mwalimu. Who are these who don't want to treat mwalimu during birthday? Mimi nawapatia gift kila siku, kwa nini hamwezi kulipia gift? Kwanza yenu ni rahisi, sababu nyinyi ni wachache. Amini nyinyi ni wengi. Ukituma hata 50 mwalimu anapata zawadi kubwa sana. 0721620183. Wale ambao wanatumia mwalimu gift, don't hesitate. Send gifts, 50 bob, 100 bob. Don't overstretch. Because you know RCM has 3,000 students. Kila mwanafunzi akipatia mwalimu 100 bob. Kila mwanafunzi akipatia mwalimu 100 bob. That is 300,000. I mean, I'll be able to treat myself in a very, very good place at Dubai. Hiyo ndio advantage ya kuwa mwalimu sasa. Thank you so much. I gamba done already. We shall overcome. Thank you so much. Bye.